A person can work tirelessly, meet every deadline, and still feel trapped in mere survival. When every decision is viewed through the lens of scarcity, planning becomes dominated by fear, and life reduces to constant calculation. This mentality arises when wealth is seen as a matter of luck or conflict, rather than as a process with identifiable causes. Additionally, competitive thinking diverts attention towards rivals instead of cultivating valuable contributions. As a result, the body remains tense, the mind stays restless, and larger aspirations never receive the focus they deserve. Life feels unfulfilled because growth requires tools, opportunities for learning, and space to showcase one's abilities through meaningful action. One scene frequently plays out. A worker darts between tasks, preoccupied with the pressures tomorrow might bring. Another recurring scenario involves someone repeatedly shifting strategies, hoping that the next trick will finally lead to stability. You will discover the certain way, which emphasizes that consistent thoughts and actions create results, and learn how to apply this daily. This video draws inspiration from The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles, so be sure to subscribe for more straightforward principles. A key assertion is that everyone inherently possesses the right to pursue wealth. This right exists because life is intended for growth, self-expression, and development through better tools. Riches are understood as resources that facilitate living, learning, and daily comfort. Without adequate resources, focus remains trapped in limitations, hindering full personal development. Attempting to manage with insufficient means forces continuous trade-offs that obstruct education, health, and creative contributions. The pursuit of wealth should be viewed as the capacity to offer greater service, rather than merely a means to exploit others. Some individuals chase wealth for status, while others seek it for growth, creativity, and broader contributions. The latter approach fosters a richer experience for everyone, as it aims to expand supply rather than monopolizing it. When desire is tied to development, it transforms into a consistent motivation instead of a source of guilt. A productive next step is to define what fuller living means to you and identify the resources necessary to support it. This framework distinguishes between two approaches, the competitive plane and the creative plane, each representing different paths to wealth. The competitive plane focuses on gaining at the expense of others, while the creative plane emphasizes generating value through innovation. Opportunity is viewed not as a finite resource to be jealously guarded, but as something that can be continuously renewed. Demand is ever present, which opens new possibilities for those who prioritize creating value rather than protecting territory. Scarcity thinking incites haste, secrecy, and fear, drawing attention towards competition and reactive behaviors. In contrast, creative thinking remains calm, searches for improved services, and anticipates positive outcomes through hard work. A shopkeeper can either battle competitors over pricing or enhance selection and treat each customer with genuine respect. The second choice builds customer loyalty and repeat business, as people recognize true value instead of feeling manipulated. Creation thrives when our thoughts shift away from worrying about others and focus on meaningful action. To access the creative realm, seek ways to add value every day, even in highly competitive environments. The foundational concept is that all forms emerge from a formless essence known as thinking substance. This formless substance signifies a creative force that shapes reality when a clear vision is established. Thinking in a certain way starts with clearly envisioning what you desire and intend to achieve. Faith signifies unwavering certainty, maintained despite challenges, rather than fluctuating between belief and skepticism. Willpower functions to direct attention, not to force outcomes through attempts at controlling others. Gratitude serves as a mindset that keeps our focus on the support already present in our lives. One can envision an improved home routine while consistently expressing gratitude for small daily enhancements. This inner calm fosters clearer choices and diminishes the urge to seek quick fixes or shortcuts. When vision, faith, and gratitude remain in sync, thoughts become a catalyst that directs our actions through normal practices. If these principles resonate with your desired lifestyle, subscribe for more insights into practical steps and mental discipline. Merely holding a mental image isn't sufficient. Action is essential for transforming ideas into tangible results. Acting in the certain way entails approaching each daily task as a complete success rather than a lackluster effort. Efficient action means accomplishing what is feasible now without fixating on future responsibilities. Reject haste, as it scatters focus, diminishes quality, and drags our thoughts back to competition. A diligent worker can thoroughly complete one sales call and then prepare the following proposal instead of rushing through both. This measured pace allows for recognizing customer needs and delivering additional value. Completing all that can be done today builds a series of accomplishments, with each act reinforcing confidence. When errors occur, the solution involves reassessing the request and adjusting methods, not succumbing to self-reproach. This strategy ensures steady progress by linking work to intent rather than to anxiety and reactive behavior. Identify one specific action you can take today that aligns with your vision and execute it thoroughly before starting another task. The approach emphasizes engaging in work that aligns with your abilities and maintains honesty without causing harm or deception. Right business means cultivating a role where your natural talents flourish and customers genuinely benefit from your services. The advancing individual is someone who consistently pushes forward in service, skills, and results without harboring resentment. Embracing the advancing mindset involves expecting growth for both yourself and others, rather than viewing life as a competition. Leaving each interaction with an impression of increase ensures that others feel supported, respected, and slightly better prepared. This is achieved through delivering meaningful value, where the benefit received surpasses the monetary exchange. A builder can either overcharge and take shortcuts, or clearly explain options and complete the work with care. The second approach fosters trust, leads to referrals, and enables lasting success without manipulation or pressure. These practices minimize conflict because they eliminate competition and align efforts with creation. Reflect on daily interactions and identify where you can provide genuine value, then commit to practicing that consistently. Creating wealth is framed as a way to enrich life, not merely as a means to avoid work or pursue luxury. The fundamental shift is moving from competitive thinking to creative thinking, where results arise from production and service. Desire is acknowledged as a valid motivator because life expands through improved tools, knowledge, and lived experiences. The first principle is an abstract substance of thought, and a clear mental image provides the direction for your efforts. Faith stabilizes this image, willpower maintains focus, and gratitude aligns your mind with productive outcomes. Efficient actions translate vision into daily tasks, executed with purpose, while maximizing today's potential. Committing to the right work enhances natural abilities, and the impression of growth ensures that every exchange promotes more life. As these habits become routine, planning becomes clearer, fear diminishes, and consistent progress replaces sporadic effort. When thought, action, and growth are in harmony, wealth becomes a natural outcome of living and working more clearly. Subscribe for more insightful discussions that transform intention, gratitude, and action into sustained progress.